And so we're talking about waste reduction initiatives. We're talking about Ireland, who put a 15-cent tax on plastic shopping bags. The things that you get in shopping malls, the heavy-duty plastic. These not the thin little things you get in the supermarket. Nobody had much hope that that would do anything. It was sort of symbolic. They reduced the use of those bags by 92% in 1 year. Just shows you money talks. You know, we've created a society around which we worship money. Okay, well, use it. Use the fact that we all obsess with money to get us to do the right thing, not the wrong thing. In Italy, UK, etc., they have there are groups that specialize in in-time collection of food from supermarkets and restaurants. What this means is that when the product, the food product in the supermarket is approaching the date of sale, the due date, then you come in, volunteers come in, get that food, and then get it to homeless shelters or people in need, etc. It's a win-win situation. The supermarket is not having to pay to put this into a landfill, it's not damaging the environment, and it's helping to save people. What this means is that we're not just talking about conserving resources, we're talking about saving people. We need to feed people. This is an organisation, a volunteer organisation in Oxford in England, and it's called Replenish. And here's a gentleman now taking that recovered food to a house, presumably with somebody that needs that food. We must involve social activists in zero waste. This is about people. We need to give people jobs. We need to make sure that people don't go hungry. Italy. Several supermarket chains in Italy allow people to refill their own bottles of shampoo and detergents. That's particularly easy because there's no contamination problem. And these shampoo bottles are heavy grade. They could go around many, many, many times. Think of, if this was universal, think of how many plastic bottles you could keep out of the landfill or out of the incinerators. But they've taken this a step further. Here's a very nice system where you can actually collect your milk directly from the farm. So this is a refrigerated unit, and you take your own bottle and fill it up with milk, pay for it somewhere, and off you go. I don't think many places could do that. I suspect you couldn't do that in Whitehorse. But I think you might be able to do this. This is Efficore. This is a store which opened a couple of years ago. It is literally my favorite store in the whole of Italy. It's a food store, and over 95% of the food and other products come from within 70 kilometers of this store. When you go in there, there's 60 taps. 60 taps for shampoo, detergents, milk, water, honey, olive oil, wine, etc. Let's look at a few of them. So here's somebody filling up a detergent bottle. Different kinds, different flavors, etc. Here's somebody filling up olive oil. If you don't have your own containers, you can get containers there in the shop. And this is my favorite. There are 8 taps here, 4 for red and 4 for white. There's a map on the wall telling you where the wine is produced, and there are glasses here, and you can open that tap and you can taste that one, and then you can taste that one, and then you can taste that one. They have to drag me out of this place each time I go there. And then when you decided which one you want, you fill up a bottle, and the prices range from 1.6 euros to 4 euros per litre. Excellent. And 60 dispensing system for solids, pastas, beans, etc., etc., etc. And if you don't have your own shopping bag, you can get one of jute or cotton, but not of plastic. Oh, I'll ask you this question. In one place in Japan, actually it's a composting facility, believe it or not, I found that the women in the area, the social group, were making shopping bags out of a waste product. And this waste product is highly colourful, durable, highly durable. And they made these very, very nice shopping bags. What do you think the waste product was that they were making those shopping bags out of? What?
Straws. Shopping bags.
No, no, not shopping bags. No. But they're making shopping bags. They're making, no, not old shopping bags. That's an idea, but no. Keep going.
Straws.
What?
Straw.
No, not straw.
Clothing.
Not clothing.
Plastic bottle.
What?
Plastic bottle.
Not plastic bottles, no.
Chopsticks.
The Philippines, they do amazing things with juice boxes, with all that plastic crap and stuff. Whether we should encourage that, I don't know. Umbrellas. Think of an umbrella. When those things break, who bothers with those? But they carefully take the fabric away from the metal bits and pieces, and they're able to fashion shopping bags out of these things. And they're beautiful, and they're waterproof. Durable, waterproof, and colourful. Creativity. That's where we need the pieces of zero, you see? You want someone to capture that on I doubt if any news media in the world has covered that story. Okay, we must involve enlightened entrepreneurs in zero waste. We don't have to be ashamed about making money, but let's make money out of good things, not bad things. Oh, now the fellow that organizes my trip to Italy, and he's done it about 50 times, is a fellow called Rossano Ercolini. And he's a primary school teacher. He's a primary school teacher in the mornings and the early afternoons, and in the late afternoons and evenings, he's an activist. He's the Garibaldi of zero waste in Italy. And these are his children. These are his primary school children. Here we have tap water, not bottled water, and of course we have glass and stainless steel and china, which is not there. And that's something for waste reduction. If we could get all your institutions, all your schools, all your universities getting the plastic out and put in these reusable things. Yes, it's going to need washing machines. Yes, and it's going to need maybe some more employees, but that's good. You know, we, a few years back, were getting rid of employees and substituting throwaway plastic. For those employees, those jobs, we need to go back. We need the jobs now, we don't need the throwaway plastic. Save plastic for stuff which you want to be highly durable. Again, this is the difference in being clever and being wise. You know, people got Nobel Prizes for developing plastics. It was brilliant chemically to make these polymers like Carruthers making nylon. It was brilliant, clever. But it wasn't wise to use materials which last 100 years for things that we use for a few minutes. The most obscene thing is a wine glass made out of plastic. A water glass made out of plastic. You use it for a few minutes and then it's a problem. It's crazy. It's not wise. Think about it. Are your children clever or wise? Oh, you know why? You know how we can tell that our society does not give much credit for wisdom, but keeps worshipping cleverness? It's because progress now is defined by technology. It's so easy. You know, if you go through the history, it's a history of how cars came in, how they got developed, planes came in, telephones came in, wireless and radio, television, computers. It's a history of technology. What does that mean? It means that the people that can't keep up with technology because they get old are not valued anymore. So indigenous peoples, they go to wisdom from their elders. David Suzuki has written brilliantly about this, the wisdom of our elders. But we don't value our elders, do we? In America, we send them all down to Disneyland. You're expected to play golf or something. You're useless. We don't go to you for wisdom. But if we now were to change the definition of progress from technological progress to social progress, then maybe we'll start to revalue what is progress, what value older people for their experience, their wisdom.